This is a pressing unboxing video. I've got a box here from one of my customers who sent me a bunch of magazines to clean and press, so we're going to take a look at it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a tip and trick like I always do in these videos. Then I'm going to open up this box. We're going to go through all the issues that he sent me and talk about them a little bit. I'm going to pick one issue that I find most interesting, either for the issue itself or for the problems that I'm going to try and fix in the pressing process. And it's going to be great and everybody's going to love it. So tip and trick, let's start there. I get asked this question all the time. Where do you source your raw issues to get graded by CGC? And my response has always been pretty much the same. It's a grind. It's not easy. eBay is pretty much picked over, but you can find some stuff there. So you got to grind it out at garage sales and antique malls and estate sales and your own personal network. But I've heard some people having success lately at sports card shows. So I would give that a shot. I mean, I've had success at big regional shows like the one in the spring and fall in Chicago and the National, of course. Not so sure about smaller shows, but like I said, I'm getting reports. In fact, I just got a text from somebody over the weekend that found a beautiful vintage newsstand issue. Can't remember who was on it, but they also found a Mickey Mantle first cover. Now, it was subscription, but still found that at a card show they were at over the weekend. So that's this week's tip and trick. Maybe start going to card shows and asking. I'm going to guess that they're probably not going to be on display. And if you ask, especially if it's like a monthly card show or quarterly, something that happens regular, and you ask a lot of the dealers, they may have some magazines that they just didn't bring, and they might bring them next time. So that's today's tip and trick. Let's get this box open. Okay, whew, all right. First of all, got to give a big shout out to Vince, my boy Vince. This is his box that he sent me. I hope you like Michael Jordan. I got a boatload of Jordans in here to talk about. Vince also did something very interesting. Took me a lot longer to open that stuff up. Vince double boarded all of his issues. So normally you put them in a bag and board, and what Vince did is he put a second board on the front end. It gives an extra level of protection, especially when you're shipping raw magazines. So, yeah, I don't have any evidence to show that it, gives you a better chance at not having damaged pieces, but nothing wrong with it, that's for sure. So double boarding, I've seen a lot of people do that lately. All right, this is first up, Michael Jordan and Clyde Drexler. This is May 11th, 1992. And this is actually Clyde Drexler's first Sports Illustrated cover. I'm not sure if that shows up that way on the slab label, but it's Drexler's first Sports Illustrated cover and a beautiful Michael Jordan cover. Next up, got the lovely and classic Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Moment Sports Illustrated. This is December 14th, 1992. By the way, this is this is the only Sports Illustrated cover that features both Magic Johnson and Larry Bird on the cover. Very condition sensitive with this dark green ink all along the edges there. Next up, not even sure what this is, so let's take a look at it. But it's Michael Jordan playing baseball. This is a Sports Collector's Digest Baseball Card Price Guide Monthly, November 1990. That is a lot of words. But a nice Jordan piece there. Hello, Walter Payton. Okay, now this is a man after my own heart. Not only is he dropping some fat Jordans on us, we've got a beautiful vintage Walter Payton issue, October 15th, 1984. This one came out right after Walter Payton broke Jim Brown's single-season rushing record. Very nice condition on that one. Okay, mix it up a little bit. Something that's not a Chicago guy. Wayne Gretzky, Sports Illustrated. This is from February 18th, 1985. So one of his earlier Sports Illustrateds. Really nice looking copy there, Wayno. Jordan's Fifth Sports Illustrated cover, Pictures 1987, came out on December 28th, 1987. Actually, a double issue. Just one of my favorite Jordan covers, visually just absolutely beautiful. This is a subscription edition where somebody really struggled to get that label off of there. Another nice one. Man, these are beautiful. Larry Bird, first Sports Illustrated cover, November 28th, 1977. You know, that's the thing. You know, you talk about guys like Jordan and Bird and Kobe had this. Steph has it a little bit. That absolute killer mentality. When the lights were shining the brightest, they did amazing things that we've never seen anybody do before. Love this Larry Bird cover. It is subscription, but a beauty nonetheless. All right. Yeah, let's talk about this one. Michael Jordan, first Sports Illustrated cover. November 28th, 1983. Somebody covered up the subscription label with this North Carolina sticker on there. Kind of interesting. I want to see if you can, I don't know if we're going to be able to see this. Very common. You can see some white parts there. You see that? Those are fingerprints. So let's talk about fingerprints. Eventually, the oils from a fingerprint will eat into the ink on the paper and remove it, and it will be the white, which is the actual base color of the paper before they put ink on it, will start to show through. That's what you see right there. So, fingerprints that have eaten through to the ink, very, very common on this issue. Also very common on this issue, staple tears. You can see them right there. Torn staples. So when you were evaluating a copy of this issue, fingerprints and staple tears, those are your two biggest issues. I've pressed hundreds of this issue, both in newsstand and subscription. Obviously, mostly subscription, because there's not hundreds of newsstand issues out there. I think I may have only seen one copy in my entire life that did not have at least some type of staple tear on one of the staples. It is the biggest problem with that issue. More Jordan, one-man gang, baby. Michael Jordan. This is from November 17th, 1986. Beautiful issue there. Another subscription issue. The Jordans just keep on rolling. Michael Jordan, Olympic cover. This is his second overall cover. July 23rd, 1984. We've all seen that one and love it. Now, I ain't never seen this before. Let's take a look at it. Amazing Michael. This is Upper Deck authenticated sports collectibles and gifts. This is issue number 11, fall 1994. So what this is, I don't know if Upper Deck still does this. I bet they might. This is essentially a catalog. It's a shopping catalog. It's got all these autographed, pieces and memorabilia that you can buy directly from Upper Deck. Very cool issue with Jordan on the cover. One in his baseball uniform, one in his Bulls uniform. Cool piece. Jordan keeps rolling. Yes, Michael Jordan. This is from June 15th, 1992. And this was the 1992 NBA Finals. Jordan, Horace Grant right there. Another one, Larry Bird, subscription issue, but another Larry Bird first cover. And another Michael Jordan. This is Jordan's fourth cover. So the first cover was North Carolina, second cover Olympics, third cover Star is Born, fourth cover One Man Gang, fifth cover Pictures 87. This is the fourth cover, One Man Gang. And then we wrap it up with another beautiful piece here, Jordan, and this is the finally cover. This came out on 1991, June 3rd, 1991. So let's pick one of these out that I find most interesting, and we'll take a deep dive into the pressing process and show you the before and after results. So the great thing about having your own YouTube channel is you get to do whatever you want, and I wanted to look at this Walter Payton issue because I'm a Chicago guy, and this one is in great shape. So let's start taking a look and see what we got here. Spine looks good so far. That's obviously a total mess. Now, there's the spine tick that breaks color. We got a little color break here and there. That won't get fixed, but I should be able to flatten out and improve
those spine lines. Everything else looks really good. A little bit of waviness. Oh, little corner issue there. Just a few small finger bends. Little bit of a corner issue there. Now let's take a look at the whole thing. Right there. See that? Right there. Just a tiny little crease. All of those guys will be able to get fixed. Now on to the back. Back looks really good. Not seeing much. Not sure if that's scuffing or debris, but we'll get to that. There's a little bit of staining right there, and on this white part of the cigarettes. In fact, looks like on most of the white part, but especially right here and right there. A little bit of dirt. Hopefully that'll come off in the cleaning process. Got a crease there. Looking good. What do we got here? Little spine tick that breaks color. Okay, right there. I just saw some stuff. You can barely see it. But right here, you've got some indentations. I'm going to guess that somebody put a piece of paper on top of this, and then somebody used a pen and wrote on top of that, because those look like ballpoint pen indentations. So my assessment is, if this wasn't cleaned and pressed, this is probably an 8.0. I'll get to work and give you a post-cleaning and pressing grade estimate once all the work is done. All cleaned and pressed, let's take a look at where we made improvements. Not much issue along the spine. The real big problem we had was right here. Get the right light on it. Never going to be able to fix that 100%, but those spine lines ran out pretty far before, so that looks much better now. This corner is dramatically improved. Had an issue with this corner. That looks a lot better. And then if we look at kind of the overall front of it, any little waviness or spine ticks or finger bends, all gone. Now on to the back. The back was in pretty good shape. We really didn't have many issues. There was some dirt and some scuffing. The scuffing didn't come off, but you can see all the dirt from the white part of these Salem cigarette packs. Looks much better. Had a bit of a bend there. That got fixed. Spine tick right here popped out completely. Looks great. And then we had some issues right in the middle in here, if you remember. Those are all gone. This one looks spectacular. It is off to CGC to get graded.
If you care about the grade, get your magazine cleaned and pressed by an independent third-party presser. If you don't care about the grade, then don't worry about it. Just send it in and get it slabbed. But pressing and cleaning will always give you the best shot at the highest grade possible. If you're interested in my comic magazine cleaning and pressing service, drop a comment here on YouTube. Find me on social media. I'm on every platform, literally. Same username everywhere, CGC Sports Illustrated. Man, love you watching these. Thanks so much.